When Clone Trooper 5's pursued his own investigation into the bizarre circumstances surrounding Clone Trooper Tup turning upon and killing Jedi Master Tiplar, the grand plan of the Sith was threatened. Although Fives wouldn't reveal the exact details of Order 66, he understood that the inhibitor chip placed into every clone had malfunctioned in Tup, and these chips were linked to the outcome of the Clone Trooper becoming more violent and aggressive towards the Jedi. This 4-episode arc remains one of my favorites from the Clone Wars TV series. In the end, Darth Sidious was forced to intervene directly. After successfully framing Fives as a great risk for having removed his inhibitor chip that was supposed to make the clones less aggressive, helped by the fact the Sith Lord secretly revealed his full machinations to Fives, Sidious was able to protect his ultimate plans for the clones and Order 66. Fives would be shot and killed by Clone Trooper Fox. The actions of Fives and Tup were blamed upon an infection obtained during their mission to the planet of Ringo Vinda, and any evidence connecting the inhibitor chips to the Sith plot was destroyed by Sidious and Dooku. But while Sidious would confidently boast to Dooku in the aftermath of the discovery made by Fives that there would now be nothing to stop their plan to execute Order 66, the actions of the Clone Trooper caused the Dark Lord of the Sith a tremendous amount of fear, where Sidious considered his very life to be threatened. Upon Fives revealing knowledge regarding Clone Protocol 66, again about as close as you could get to discovering the plot, Sidious would take an action that at the time was meant to protect himself and his true identity as a Sith Lord, which in the end would actually become a crucial component to how Darth Vader was able to survive despite his devastating injuries sustained during his duel with Obi-Wan on Mustafar. When Sidious realized the threat that existed with Fives and his investigation, one of his first actions was to ensure that if the Jedi started looking into the inhibitor chips further, they wouldn't locate the Sith artifacts Sidious stored upon Coruscant. Seen within Episode 2, Sidious maintained a secret storehouse within a mostly abandoned district on Coruscant called the Works. It was here within the Works where Sidious would maintain a massive collection of ancient Sith holocrons, scrolls, and other artifacts that he acquired over the years. When the actions of Fives were revealed, Sidious feared these artifacts and their connection to the dark side would be discovered by the Jedi, and while he would continue to keep them upon Coruscant, Sidious would quickly move them to the lower levels of the Grand Republic medical facility, which is of course where Vader would be brought following Mustafar. The medical facility was a perfect retreat and repository for Sidious and his collection of Sith lore and artifacts. While keeping them within the heart of Coruscant continued the Sith tradition of hiding in plain sight, the fact the facility was a valued target of separatist sabotage meant that the towering structure became a minor fortress during the Clone War, to protect the important work being done in the area of leading-edge surgical techniques and biomechanical reconstruction for those injured in the war. Because of this threat, the facility was heavily armed and armored, protected by powerful defensive shields. Even more, the structure had its own independent power supply from the surrounding structures on Coruscant, and had significant life support systems for those within the facility. In using it for his own purposes, Sidious was confident the facility was more than capable of withstanding a drawn-out siege if necessary. Therefore, directly because of Fives and his determination to uncover the plot driving towards Order 66, Sidious moved his collection of Sith artifacts from the Works district of Coruscant to the Grand Republic medical facility. And we aren't talking about a small collection either. As shown in the Complete Locations reference book, within Sidious's new repository were numerous Sith holocrons, scrolls, and weapons, an ancient Sith ritual altar obtained from the planet of Ziost, a sacred Sith artifact known as the Great Crystal of Antoni, a large Sith holocron uncovered and removed by Sidious himself from the Sith world of Moraban, and then finally, a massive Sith-imbued Kyber crystal. Sidious would even keep his own meditation chamber within the facility's lower levels as well. And here's where it gets really interesting. The presence of so many Darkside and Sith artifacts resulted in a powerful Darkside reservoir that created what's referred to as a wellspring of evil, where the power of the Darkside emanated from the Sith crystals and artifacts present. As the Complete Locations Guide reveals, when the badly injured Darth Vader was brought to the medical facility, Vader benefited tremendously from this wellspring of evil, as he was sustained by the power of the Sith artifacts beneath him. Vader's immersion within the Wellspring of Evil and the dark side was an important component to his recovery, and it was the actions of Fives in investigating the inhibitor chips containing Clone Protocol 66 that allowed it to happen, with the Clone Trooper unintentionally helping to save his former Jedi General. So there we have it, how Sidious responded when Fives almost uncovered Order 66. Thank you very much to all of the Patreon members of Star Wars Reading Club, as your support is so greatly appreciated. You can find all of our social media links and a link to our Star Wars gaming channel in the description below for updates and even more Star Wars content. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. If not for me... for my favorite clone trooper.